Morning guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to go through what my cheat meal is going to be today. I think I'm going to go for home cooked food because I've not had home cooked food in probably more than a year, so I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be Indian and then I might get some sweets from maybe sweet shop. So for breakfast I've got bagel. It's my favourite meal of the day, to be honest, because I just love breakfast. Egg, which is consisting of 5 egg whites and 1 whole egg, coffee, black coffee, water, and then I've got some of my supplements I take. So this one, multivitamins, vitamin B complex, cod liver oil, collagen because my skin is quite bad at the moment, vitamin C, and there are some others that I take like sea moss and just kind of general organ health stuff. I really take those just to keep my body functioning at a healthy place. As you can appreciate, when you're dieting so long, obviously you're lacking nutrients, they help. Now that my food's gone up, I feel a lot better. I feel very hungry, especially after each meal. I'm like, even though I've got food and rice or whatever it is, I'm still very hungry. So yeah, I'm not going to do any training today. My split's going to change from next week. I'll probably start showing you guys some split training that I'm doing. Also trying to get some collabs in, hopefully with some females, different to what I'm doing, and try and maybe incorporate something in there, because I think if I am looking to go on stage, I'm going to have to work on areas I really need to improve on. My back, my glutes, and obviously just general legs. We're going to do that. So I'll probably finish my bagel now, and then I'm going to go for a haircut, hit the gym, and then I'll show you what my next meal is. What's up people? Going for a haircut. All nice and trim now. Chicken, veg and rice. So chicken about 200 grams, 150 grams of rice, and I just normally eat broccoli or green beans because it's just easy to eat. Bit of ketchup, low calorie, just for a bit of flavour. Cocoa Pops, which is like dessert, and then I put a scoop of protein. Yeah, that goes in the Cocoa Pops. It just adds a bit of flavour. It's just whey protein, nothing mass or diet whey or anything like that. Yeah, that's what I use. I'm going to answer a couple of questions because quite a few questions have come in recently from people just asking about how to lose weight, how I've lost so much weight and got in shape. I'm just going to answer some of those. So ideally with trying to lose weight, the technicality is that you need to be in a calorie deficit. I've seen people in the past, or I know people in the past, where have just kind of gone from their maintenance level of calories and just gone straight down, completely numb. Ideally you want to do it gradually, week by week, month by month, depending on what you're going for, but ideally it should be a slow process, either cutting 100 or 200 calories, nothing too much. If you're dropping from, say your calorie intake is 2,500 a day and you're dropping to 1,500, after that there's nowhere else to go, so it's good to do it gradually. You also need a good workout plan, whether it's weight training, cardio. Yeah, so that's the kind of basics of it. If you are first starting out to lose weight, one, you're probably good to get like a PT or a coach that knows what they're doing. Probably want to go with someone that you can see their progress, like that has the experience in that area. Obviously for me it was Chris. You're more than welcome to approach him. If you're at a particular gym and you see the PTs around, you know, you might want to look at their clients, see what they look like, are they in good shape, or, you know, check their IG, see what their transformations are like. If you want to do it yourself, one, you need to consider understanding what your maintenance calories are, making a plan based on that. Then you've got to understand your protein intake, your carbohydrate intake, and your fat intake. So that needs to be balanced out. You could use something like MyFitnessPal. The only problem is if you're looking to gain muscle and get lean at the same time, then you're probably better off approaching someone that knows what they're doing. The other thing you need to think about as well is what type of person you are. Like, are you going to stick to a plan? Because if you're going to stick to a plan for 2 weeks, see improvement, and then go back to normal, that's not going to work because you just go back and forth. You need to be consistent. Like, I started dieting from September until the end of Jan, which is 5 months. Can you stay on the plan for 5 months? That's what you need to think about. You want to lose some weight for a special occasion, you can do it in 8 to 12 weeks depending on how much weight you've got to lose. I would suggest is having something at the end of it, or something to look forward to, like a goal, having something in mind like a goal, or having an idea what you need to look like or want to look like. That is definitely going to help you get through it, because you need to understand if you're eating a certain way, having treats or going out once a week, 2-3 times a week, to cut all of that out, it's not easy, and your mind's going to play tricks on you with telling you you're hungry or have a chocolate. And if you can get past that for the first few weeks, month, then the ride's going to be easier. So the questions I've been asked are, how much do I need to lift in the gym, how to train, etc. Now you need to understand what you're trying to do. If you're trying to grow, your training is going to be a little bit more different to if you're trying to get lean, because obviously when you're trying to get lean, you're in a deficit, you haven't always got the energy, and you're not going to grow in that period, so you're going to train slightly different. If you're growing, then your food needs to represent that, and you need enough time to rest. Now, what worked for me on my bulk and why I put on quite a lot of muscle was I only trained weights 4 times a week. People are thinking, well, yeah, but keep training, keep pushing your growth. But the only way your body's going to grow is if it can get a chance to recover. Now, the less you train, i.e. minimum being 4, you're more likely to grow. Weight-wise, obviously, you don't want to go too heavy to the point where you're going to get injured. Your form needs to be important. However, you can do partial reps or kind of forced reps with someone helping you out or a spotter. There's nothing wrong with that, but the more in form you can keep it, then that would be the best, and just build from there. If you want to track your progress, you can do. That's in relation to training. Obviously, if you're getting lean, then you can't always push as heavy. However, keeping it to as heavy as you can go will definitely help. Things like rest pauses might not work so much when you're dieting, because obviously you haven't got the energy, and taking rest in between will definitely help. Another question I got asked is, if I'm vegetarian, can I lose weight and get in shape? Yes, you can. Obviously your protein intake is going to be different, because you're going to use other sources for protein, like maybe fish if you eat fish, like pescatarians, egg. You can also have protein shakes. I think you can get vegan ones now as well. Also, you can have things like tuna, tofu, corn, those sort of things. Obviously, the protein intake is a lot less, and obviously you want to try and keep your food as clean as possible, understanding what carbs are clean, what fats are clean, what proteins are clean, because whilst things you like might have what you need in them, the content ratio might be a little bit different. If you want to feel full, try and go for more things like rice, potato, sweet potato, oats is another one as well. If you digest, cream of rice, those sort of things. Pasta, people ask me about pasta. Oh, shall I eat pasta? Yes, you can eat pasta, but I'd probably leave that more on a growing phase, because the amount of carbs in pasta compared to the weight of it just doesn't add up. Obviously, making sure you drink enough water a day. If you're not used to drinking water, then you should definitely get into the habit. Start as early as possible, because obviously as soon as you wake up in the morning, you're dehydrated, 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and you've not drank any water, and your body releases water while it sleeps as well, so clearly toxins around, etc. So drinking water will definitely help, and you'll see yourself feel better, your skin will get better. Rest is so important, like getting your sleep, because what your body does while it's sleeping is obviously healing itself. All that work you've done in the gym, for example, is helping your muscles rebuild, get stronger. Also, it's getting rid of any toxins or chemicals within your body, which your body needs time to do, so sleep is very important. But yeah, I've got a few more questions left to answer, so I'll go through those in a bit. Let me finish this and I'll see you in a bit. Yes, people, now come to Eastport Road, come to Millens, and come here, get some sweets, see what they've got. I will have 2 chocolate burfi. Just got some sweets, burfi and that. I really like gulab jamun, but I didn't go for those. I went for like the coconut dip ones. And then I'll show you some of the sweets that I've got as well. Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Yes, people, third meal. Got this, Arla yogurt, Aldi Pure version as well. 25 grams protein. I'm gonna have this now, so that's 3 meals, but I'm cutting out 2 so I can eat my cheat meal. Someone asked me the other day about how do I stay motivated and disciplined throughout getting lean or a bulk. I think I mentioned earlier about having some sort of end goal, having that throughout will help. What might help you is having a partner. So if you're like both trying to reach a certain goal, so me, I've got Brits, we kind of do the similar sort of thing. So having a training partner that's going to push you in the gym, and also kind of talk through like diet stuff as well when we're doing cardio, even with training, like he's going to push me, I'm going to push him, where you might be making mistakes or your form isn't quite correct. They can always help you kind of fix that. The other thing you need to understand is that what you're doing throughout the day, keep yourself busy, your mind occupied. That's going to help you get through hard stages. Also preparing your food in advance, that will help, so you're less likely to then go and pick up a biscuit or a chocolate. If your meals are prepped out for the day, then you're less likely to kind of cheat. Even with bulking, starting early throughout the day will kind of help you get all of those 6 meals in, because you've got to understand, like, when you start bulking, like, meals are okay, but then they get larger and larger on the weight, so you can grow. So if you start earlier on, that's going to help you get through kind of the whole of the day, making sure that you get all 6 meals in, and they can be very large at that point. With dieting, you can do the opposite. You can intermittent fast until 12, for example, or 1, and then get those meals in that way. I've done that on some occasions where I'm like, don't feel so hungry straight away, but at some point I'm like, I need to start eating now. Just timing your meals around your workouts as well, so making sure that you're not eating too early before your workout, so you're not feeling hungry whilst you're working out or just about to go to the gym and think, oh, let me grab a biscuit or a chocolate or something like that. And just gotta understand that it's an inside job. Like, gotta kind of get through those hard times within yourself, especially when your body's like, you need to eat. And obviously for bulking, the opposite, you're full. So you just gotta get past that. You gotta understand, like, when you're hungry, it comes in waves, so you can ride the wave, or you can drink water in between, drink quite a bit, so fill your stomach up a little bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish this yogurt, and then I'll show you what I'm eating for dinner. Dinner time. Now we've got some home food. We've got egg curry, which I've not had in a long time, and paneer, a bit of salad, cucumber, onions, lettuce, chapati. I don't really eat much Indian food at home, because obviously I eat clean all the time, and if I have a cheat, I normally go out to cheat. So I do something with a kick. Very good. Well, another question I got asked by a young chap the other day is like, how do I get started, like, working out in the gym? I think a lot of people try and do too much too quick, try and go too heavy, or do too many exercises at once. Try and work a plan out for that day, and kind of pick the exercise you want to do. Social based, you can go and find information nowadays about training. So like, if you're doing chest, for example, you can type in YouTube and put chest workout. So pick one muscle group and just do that maybe 3 to 4 days a week. Nothing too heavy, too crazy. Stick by that. Obviously, for you to see results, it's going to take some time, and I think a lot of people, what they want to do is like kind of go in the gym, 2 months down the line, they're like jacked or whatever. It doesn't really work like that. Like, it takes time to build muscle and lose weight. So pick a plan and just stick to that 6 to 8 weeks. See how you get on. If you're a newcomer, then you need to understand that the first year of your training time is kind of the best time you're going to put on some good muscle, because obviously you're putting your body under stress, which it hasn't been in before. If you're not happy, then you can make adjustments. You can do splits. Like, I do one muscle group, so I'll do back on a Monday, Tuesday I'll do shoulders, Wednesday I'll do legs, Thursday I'll take a rest, Friday we'll do chest, and then Saturday we'll do arms. That's been my split for a while now. Pick a split that works for you, your day job or something like that, so that it works around that. You're more likely to turn up for the session, do the full workout, focus on your form. If you're not too sure about your form, then you can always take your phone out, film yourself, and then have a look back at that against a YouTube video or some sort of text to make sure that you're doing the exercise properly. You can always kind of sit at home and, you know, kind of, if you're doing chest, for example, just have a look at how that person doing compared to you, so you know that you're not making mistakes like keeping your shoulders too high and those sort of things. If you are a guy, make sure you train legs. You're probably better doing legs at the beginning of the week because you're more likely to get them in. Because I do know a lot of the young chaps that I do see that I speak to, like, don't really train legs, and it's like you need a full package, and you got to understand it's like your legs are like the core. It's like a building, for example. If the structure's not strong, then how's it going to stand properly? Same with your legs. If you're a woman, then you can train upper body as well. It's not just legs or glutes all the time. So have a mix so that you're working each muscle group in relation to each other, i.e. you are doing them on a regular basis. That's how you're going to see growth. Like, make sure you're hitting each part of your leg correctly. If you do have weak points, look at yourself in the mirror and think, you know, if you have got weak points and you are at a stage where you've been training for some time, you know, focus on weak points. So have a day where you just do your weak points. Yes, peeps. So now I'm going to have a little bit of dessert from Millen's. Grew up at this place. Chocolate burfi, my favorite. Kaju katli, which is from cashew nuts. Pendo, laddu, pistachio. And then in here, gajan halwa, and this is like a laddu, I think. I don't know what this is made out of. Chocolate burfi. Just some questions. There was another question that someone else asked me as well, just around motivation and kind of staying disciplined. So I just wanted to talk about planning your day with your food. That's definitely going to help. When you need a plan to plan your day, then that's going back to like maybe finding someone that can help you make a plan based on what your goal is. So if you're trying to get lean, obviously you need to be in a deficit. If you're trying to put on muscle, then you need to be in a surplus. I think what you've got to establish is kind of things, the foods that you can eat and that you can't eat. I know for me, I stay away from dairy as much as possible, except when I'm having a cheat. I love this. This and ice cream. So sweet, very juicy, and you can taste the coconut. Going back to what I was saying about plan, when I eat too much dairy, I get like eczema and stuff like that. My brother as well, who's got colitis, and he stays away from a lot of dairy as well because it can flare up those sort of things. So if you've got eczema, skin conditions, try taking out dairy for a few months and swapping that with like almond milk or soy milk or something like that. If you are snacking a lot on things you don't need to, try and cut those out. Instead of having maybe like, say you're having 2 bars of chocolate, take it to 1 and then take it to 0, and then you'll see those differences slowly. If you're one of those people where you can just change and be disciplined like I am, I know that once I start something, like I've got that clear-cut vision. You've got to have that razor focus, discipline to do it. If you're not one of those people, then I'd probably say start making adjustments in your diet, because most of this losing weight and gaining shape is to do with your diet. Obviously you just feel better about yourself, confident. For me, I've passed that stage about feeling confident and all of that sort of thing. Like initially it was a big thing for me being overweight. I just didn't like it. People look at you funny. I struggled to get out of the car properly, breathing very heavy, which is why I wanted to lose some weight. And then now I'm at that stage now where I know I'm in good shape, and it's not about other people, it's more about me reaching the goal of getting on stage or doing something like that. So whether I win or not, I just want to be able to go on stage, show my physique, and just leave and be like, I couldn't give it any more. That would be more than enough for me. Slowly cut things out if you are one of those people. If you don't work out and you're not into going to the gym, you can just go for a walk. I wouldn't feel shy going into the gym though, because like for the gym I go to, for example, they have a mixture of things. So they have classes, they have the actual gym itself, cardio, and they've got like a functional room. So there are different parts that you can do, the different sort of things that are out there to do. Also with classes, I think they're separated, so they have female only classes as well. So if you're worried about those sort of things, then there are options out there. Once you're in there, at least you don't feel worried about going or intimidated, because it's all about your self-improvement. You just need to be able to get your heart rate to a certain level and be burning calories, and that's going to help you then, you know, kind of get in shape. I'm going to finish off some more of these bits. More likely I'm going to finish this because I do love this, and then I'll take you guys out for dessert. What's up people, come to Johnny Custard. Now I'm having this cornflake tart, cornflakes, jam, pastry and custard. So it's like it's been out all day, because the cornflakes have gone really like tough. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this. Let's finish the video there. Thanks for watching. I still got a few more questions to answer, but I'll probably do a part 2 for that. And yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and watch out for my next video next week. Peace out.